Hello everyone. My name is D. Chanavid, studying in CSEA department in SRIT College, Anantapur. Today I am going to present a topic on metal forming, an important manufacturing process used in industries to shape metals into useful products. Metal forming is a manufacturing process where metal is plastically deformed into the required shape without adding or removing material. It mainly depends on temperature, force, and ductility of the metal. They are classified into three types. They are hot working, cold working, and warm working. In that, hot working done above the recrystallization temperature, the advantages are no strain hardening, good ductility, smooth surface, and easy deformation. Their examples are forging, rolling, extrusion, drawing. Second one is cold working done below the recrystallization temperature. Their advantages are better surface finish and higher strength. Disadvantages are requires more force and lower ductility. Common metal forming processes are rolling, forging, extrusion, and drawing. In that rolling, metal passes between two rolls to form sheets or rods. In forging, metal is shaped by hammering or pressing. In extrusion, metal is pushed through a die to form long shapes like pipes or rods. In drawing, metal is pulled through a die to make wires. The rolling process is one of the most common metal forming methods used to produce metal sheets, plates, and rods. In this process, the metal passes between two rotating rolls which compress it and reduce its thickness. Because of this pressure, the metal takes the shape and desired size. There are two main types of rolling, hot rolling and cold rolling. Hot rolling, the metal is rolled above its recrystallization temperature. This makes it softer and easier to shape and removes any internal stresses. In cold rolling, the metal is rolled below its recrystallization temperature, giving it better surface finish, higher strength and hardness, but it requires more. Forging is a metal forming process in which the metal is shaped by applying compressive forces, usually by hammering or pressing. This process improves the strength and toughness of the metal because it refines its internal grain structure. There are two main types of forging. Open die forging. The metal is placed between flat dies and hammered or pressed until it takes the required shape. The metal is free to flow sideways. Use it for large and simple shapes. Closed die forging. The metal is placed between shaped dies that completely enclose it. The metal fills the die cavity and forms an accurate detailed shape. Use it for producing precise components like crankshafts, bolts, and connecting. Extrusion and drawing are both metal forming processes that use a die to change the cross-sectional shape of a material. The key difference between them is how the metal is moved through the die. Extrusion. Extrusion is a process where a metal billet is pushed through a die to create a product with a constant cross section. The process is similar to squeezing toothpaste from a tube. The force is compressive and the material is pushed from one side to the die to the other. This process is commonly used to produce items like pipes and rods. In drawing is a similar process to extrusion, but instead of being pushed, the metal is pulled through a die. This process is typically used to reduce the cross-sectional area of wire or rod. The force is tensile as the material is stretched and pulled through the die opening. Drawing is primarily used to produce wires. Advantages of metal forming are improved mechanical properties, means metal forming processes can increase the strength and toughness of the material by refining its grain structure. And high production rate means many metal forming techniques such as rolling or forging are highly automated and can produce a large number of parts quickly. Good surface finish means the process can create parts with a smooth and precise surface, often reducing the need for additional finishing operations. Material conservation means metal forming processes typically produce less waste compared to material removal processes like machining, as the material is reshaped rather than cut away. Coming to the limitations, they require high load and expensive machinery. This indicates that the process needs a significant amount of force and specialized costly equipment to be performed. Second one is possible residual stress. This suggests that the process can leave internal stresses within the material which may affect its structural integrity or performance. Dimensional inaccuracies at higher temperatures. This means that the product's dimensions may not be precise when the process is carried out at higher temperatures. Their applications are automotive parts, components used in vehicles, aerospace components, parts used in aircrafts and spacecraft, structural materials, materials used in construction and building, tools and machinery parts, components used in various tools and machines. Coming to the conclusion, metal forming is a crucial process in modern manufacturing. It provides benefits such as strength, precision, and cost efficiency. The specific metal forming process chosen depends on the material, temperature, and the final product's requirement. Thank you for your time and attention today. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to speak with you.